Hey, how you doing? I don't know if anybody ever, I mean, some people don't know anything about sandpaper. You know, the rougher it is the lower the number, and the higher it is, the smoother it is for finish jobs and stuff like that. Well, I was in a place called Harbor Freight. I don't know if you ever heard of Harbor Freight. And they had sandpaper that was 1200 grit. 1200! It was like a piece of paper. What are you going to do with that? I don't understand. Wet sanding? I mean, I understand 600. Well, it says, you know what? I'm going to show everybody what kind of sandpaper I use. I use for my walking sticks that I make. That's on my other channel. I gotta go up to 220. That's about all the farther I go. But I have, and then they had 1000 grit. And I was like, holy crap, what are you going to do with that? Probably, I don't know. I don't know what you could use that with. What you use that for? I don't understand. Well, here is 600 grit. You can see how fine it is. You know, that's pretty smooth. You know, it's good for wet and dry sanding. I used it for one of my videos when I took a pool ball and I carved it square and I made it really smooth. I used that, and then the next one down, here's 400 grit. I don't know if you could see I don't know if there's much of a difference, but it's just a little bit. And where they get this the number from, 400, is how many granules it is per inch. That's what I believe it is. That's what I was taught, I learned, and stuff like that. So that's 400, and then I got 320. I don't know if you just notice a difference between these much of anything, but the 320 and probably 600, you probably notice a difference. A little shinier, the 600, but that's 320. And then I got here's 220. See, it's getting a little more rough, you know. Yeah, I still don't know what you can use 1000 grit for, or 1200. I don't understand. And here's 150. See, it's just a little bit finer. And then it goes down even farther. It goes down to 100. See, now it's getting pretty rough. And now it goes down to 60. You know, there's 80 too. There's 80 grit. I don't have any 80 grit. I'm shocked. But this is 60. So you can see how much of a difference that is compared to 600. That's like amazing. So that's 60. I don't know whose job it is to count this, but and here's 40. See, look at that. That's really rough. That is some rough stuff there. And I've actually seen at Harbor Freight they had 20 grit or 26 grit. I was like, that's ridiculous. So anyway, well, that's pretty rough there. Good for taking off a lot of paint or something like that. But I was like, you know what? I ain't gonna be beat. So what I got is, I made it. 1 grit. Look at that. That's awesome. What you can use it for? Heck, I don't know. It ain't good for anything. Probably used for a weapon. That's it. I don't know. Sorry, Spot.